I will explain everything, never miss this video. Hello viewers, welcome to our new video. Before going to the main topic, I would like to say, like this video, and please subscribe to the channel. The Christmas menu for the royal family is disclosed, including the Queen's favorite dish and the King's regulations. From the Grand Tudor feasts to Edwardian dinner tables laden with delicacies, banquets have always been a staple of royal life. A guest at Queen Victoria's Christmas feast once described a mighty sight: 50 turkeys roasting in the kitchen, a massive slab of beef and a woodcock pie made from 100 birds. The modern menu may be more modest, but the setting for Christmas lunch remains just as grand. If numbers permit, the royals dine in Sandringham's green dining room. It's all done so beautifully, shares royal expert Ingrid Seward. There's a long mahogany table and the room is adorned with exotic arrangements of flowers and ferns, in Victorian style. The finest crystal is brought up from the glass pantry and the china from the china cellar. As far as Charles is concerned, what's the point in having all this fancy stuff if it's not used? The main course is served immediately: roasted Norfolk turkey with all the trimmings from mashed and roast potatoes, Brussels sprouts and carrots to stuffing, roast parsnips and cranberry sauce, cooked to perfection, reports OK. Former royal head chef, Darren McGrady, has fond memories of his time at Sandringham. The senior chef on duty would carve the turkey in front of the family, he recalls. The late Queen would then offer the chef a glass of whiskey and they'd toast him, as a thank you for the year gone by. It's one of the chef's favorite traditions. At 2 p.m., a flaming Christmas pudding, doused in brandy, is ceremoniously carried into the room by a steward. The late Queen's children used to dine separately in the nursery, but times have changed. They'll sit with the adults now, if there's room, revealed former royal butler Grant Harold, who also alluded to a modern, child-friendly approach within the royal family. The younger children will be offered exactly what the adults are having, but there will be backup options, such as chicken goujons. And I've seen tomato ketchup on a few royal tables. The royals aren't shy about helping themselves either. If the footman isn't in the room and something needs to be served or a dish passed along, they'll 100% do it themselves, Grant added. A lot of the royals are really hands-on, especially the ladies. And when it comes to seconds at the dinner table. If you're family, you can ask for seconds; if you're a guest, then you wait to be offered more. But the king doesn't like to see food go to waste, so it's likely he'll insist on seconds being offered. Even though the Christmas lunch might seem casual compared to the past, with its stuffed boar's head, ox tongue, salmon, and game, the royals maintain their manners. The king will converse with the person on his right during the main course and switch to the left for dessert, a practice that is observed down the length of the table, ensuring no cross-table chatter disrupts the meal's flow. The festive food marathon carries on with a chocolate Yule log, Christmas cake and mince pies for afternoon tea. The royal kitchen staff whip up different versions of the classic mince pie, one with puff pastry and another topped with flaked almonds brushed with egg whites and icing sugar, to add a bit of texture, shares former royal pastry chef Catherine Cuthbertson. Before you know it, it's time for round 2. That's when the royals dig into the buffet, which is like our version of the leftovers, but with 15 to 20 different dishes, reveals Grant. They'll serve themselves, but they'll sit at the table, they won't eat off plates on their laps like we might. A cheese course with port, featuring a large round of Stilton sent by Harrods, rounds off the meal. You might think the royals would be reaching for the antacids by this point, but Ingrid says, they aren't as greedy as the rest of us. They don't eat and drink everything that's put in front of them because they're so used to these enormous spreads. So they eat quite sparingly. The Prince of Wales might be the exception to the rule when it comes to festive indulgence. I do tend to eat a lot over Christmas, Prince William once revealed. There's always a little bit of space left in my stomach for a bit of turkey or sausage or a bit of wine. The royal Christmas celebrations start on Christmas Eve with an afternoon tea featuring honey and cream sponge, small scones, and delicate sandwiches. However, the real culinary delights are saved for the formal candlelit dinner that evening. It's a lavish affair with a strict seating plan. Think of Downton Abbey and you're pretty spot on, insider Grant shares. Royal expert Robert Jobson notes that Queen Camilla will have the final say on the menu, mentioning, I think Charles's tastes are quite plain, so they won't have anything too fancy. The 6-course meal usually includes Norfolk shrimps, a state game, and a soufflé or tart tatin for pudding, and yes, it's pudding, not a dessert, or afters. Though in the past, the late Queen's preferred cocktail, the Izaza, a mix of Dubonnet and gin, was served. Nowadays, the royals might sip on some of Queen Camilla's beloved Bordeaux from Pomerol. Expect plenty of organic fare at the table, but foie gras is off the menu as it's banned from all royal residences due to the king's disapproval of the force-feeding methods involved in its production. Christmas Day at Sandringham starts with a hearty breakfast spread featuring black pudding and kippers, while the ladies often go for lighter fare like sliced fruit or toast. But nowadays, it's likely our health-conscious King Charles might favor these lighter options himself, given his preference for fresh fruit and wholemeal bread in the morning. They will most likely have a glass of Buck's Fizz, champagne with orange juice, too, notes royal commentator Grant. The royal festivities don't slow down on Boxing Day either, it involves a brisk pheasant shoot on the estate. To keep everyone fueled, says former royal chef Darren McGrady, they pack fried Christmas pudding slices, neatly wrapped in wax paper, and enjoy a buffet including kedgeree to kick off the day. Post-hunt, the royals indulge in a luxurious beef bourguignon or venison stew lunch garnished with mashed potatoes and braised red cabbage. And cleanup? Not a concern for the royals over the 3-day celebration, points out royal expert Ingrid, who wouldn't accept an invitation to Sandringham for Christmas. No more today. If you like this video, please subscribe and stay tuned with our channel. Thank you.